Alright, today is another beautiful day inside the greenhouse. So what we're going to do now is, obviously you saw this knotted up root mess. We're going to start stripping it apart, try to, and propagate our peace lily. And we did this last year. If you go back and look, you can watch that video, or you can stick around and watch this one. Couple roots broke, but no big deal. So that's a mess. Actually, we should have done this long before now. So basically, when you want to propagate a peace lily, and it takes them a while to grow, they don't grow real fast. Basically, you want to get this piece here out. That piece, I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not. That's a whole new plant. Anything that's broken apart like that, this here's a plant. And some of these plants you can probably break into more pieces. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me a 5-gallon bucket of water and try to rinse the dirt off of this. It's so root bound, it's crazy. We just did this about a year ago. They untease fairly easily. I don't know if you saw that or not. I'm kind of shocked how easy it's come apart. Wow. Craziness. Whoops. Starting to come apart, but it's wrapped so tight. It's good and healthy though. Them white roots are healthy. If the plant wasn't real healthy, it would be, these roots would be brown. But the root being root bound, that's a lot of why that's like that is too. Some of these roots is going to get cut apart, but that's part of splitting it up. But I'm going to try to keep it as intact as possible. Look at that now, that's insane.
Yeah, there was no dirt left.
No, there's very little. Very, very little. So I'm going to start getting a little bit more forceful with it. That's one plant. I broke the big taproot, but it'll still be fine. It'll stun it, but it'll come back okay. It's just craziness.
It was exactly a year that we did this.
And I can't remember exactly when, but it was pretty close to a year ago.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it come back that fast.
I know. I thought it was way bigger last year when you did it.
It was. It's bigger than what it is now, but it wasn't this root bound last year.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
That's nice roots on that. I mean, I broke a lot of them, but I don't know if you can hear it in the camera, but I could hear them snapping as I was going through doing it. But
Sounds like you're pulling teeth.
I know.
Snapping roots and if not once a year, twice a year.
Twice a year might not be a bad idea. We'll see how it comes back. But.
Yeah. You should definitely do your house plants at least once a year.
And you don't,
not
and if
twice.
you're just doing it for your own self, you don't need to do what I'm doing. But you can. I mean, you can make. There's probably 6 or 8 more in here at least that I can pull apart, depending on how many you want, or you can give them to your friends. But we sell these things. They take, in order to get big enough to sell, you're probably looking at 8 or 9 months before they're decent sized. I think last year's ones we did, we sold some throughout the year, but they were small. But we sold the last bunch within the last month or so, probably. Even at that, there's a bunch in there. I was just out of one clump.
Yeah, if your house plants are looking the way he showed you with the brown leaves and yellowing and stuff, it's probably what's going on. It's root bound and it don't have no broom.
There's a wee little baby that just started. I'm not going to worry about that one. But yeah.
So definitely check your plants for being root bound before thinking maybe
they got a disease. They might not have nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
They just need transplanted.
Yeah, don't give it stuff for a disease if you don't have to.
Yeah. Right there's 4 in my hand.
Wow. Looks like you're in a jungle.
Whoa. As long as Bigfoot don't come get me, I'm good. In all honesty, there's not a whole lot more I can take off of this one. Because the mother, I might be able to get more. I don't know how much for sure I can get out of it. But you can see the big root ball right there is that's the main cluster of it. Right there. You could probably plant that and one would come out of it, I guess, but I'm not going to worry about it. That's insane.
Any more?
I think that's about all I'm going to take, and then that'll be our start for next year.
And it's always pretty to have it in the house all year.
Yep.
Because then it starts growing and getting the flowers on. And
I could get more out of it, but I think I'm going to let it alone. So what we're going to do, she hid them from me as she does a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to take about that much of the roots and just cut them off. And that'll go in the compost.
And you still have a lot.
You still have that, right? So then I'll put a little bit of soil in the bottom of this, and then that'll be about right there. Which then, that actually is a pretty nice looking plant. And then I'll finish filling it up. These need water right away because this dirt's dry, the soil is dry. I could pre-moisten the soil, but I'm not gonna. Then it makes your hands all muddy, which is fine, but And that's pretty much it. Now I want to cut off the ugly, like this piece, and the flower. If I can untangle the flower.
It's dead anyways.
Right. So then that's pretty much it. And this here soil is just Pro Mix. We buy it in bulk, as you all should know by now. You can do this one of two ways. You can either water it like I'm gonna, or you can dip it in the 5-gallon bucket. Either way works. We'll make sure we give it a good drink, because that, like I said, that soil is a little hydrophobic too when you first water something.
Why is that? Because of the...
It's because it's ship dry. It's packed and ship dry, and it just kind of gets hydrophobic. Means it don't want to take water up right away. It will take water. As much as I give it, it still ain't got a whole lot in it. It's still pretty dry. Alright, so there's another job well done, or at least done. I can't say well done. So we got 14 little ones, and then our mother one that we started with. This in here looks way better in the pot. So much better than it did. And next year this time it'll look like it did just now. Some of these are really nice already. It'll take a week or two for them to take hold and get used to being in them pots. So they'll be stunned for a while, but these look really good. So yeah, if you want any tips on any of this stuff, I'd like to say I did a video on this last year about the same time. I don't know if it went into more detail or less than this did, but this here was pretty much showed everything. So it's going to wrap this up. So if you're not subscribed, please do so. If you liked it, please click like and share with your friends and family. If you want to buy one of these, let us know. They will be available in April when we open up. Buy one for your mother for Mother's Day, plus some hanging baskets and other flowers. So join me again. Take care and God bless.